A deadly accident inside a tunnel in Boston. A woman was killed late Monday night when a 3-ton concrete roof panel, part of the tunnel ceiling, crushed her car.
It appears that one of the tiebacks on one of the tile panels released on a portion of the tunnel that was constructed in 1995-96.
The NTSB's 2006 accident report on the ceiling collapse at the Big Dig, Boston, Massachusetts, made recommendations to several parties, and the recommendation to American Concrete Institute was to use their building codes, forums, educational materials, and publications to inform design and construction agencies of the potential for gradual deformation in anchor adhesives under sustained tensile load applications. As part of the overall response to the NTSB recommendations, ACI has partnered with the Concrete Reinforcing Steel Institute, CRSI, to develop a certification program for adhesive anchor installers. Adhesive anchors are recognized by the structural design profession as an important structural connection in many applications. The design and installation procedures are interdependent in achieving proper performance. The ACI-CRSI partnership recognizes that adhesive anchor installer certification is required by the 2011 ACI 318 building code for certain installation orientations. Thus, ACI and CRSI have partnered to facilitate regional availability of this program. To date, we have completed the following: development of a written examination. Vetting of the examination took place at CRSI headquarters in December 2010 under the direction of Professional Testing Services, Orlando, Florida. Working with CAMA, the Concrete Anchor Manufacturers Association, the generic manufacturer's printed installation instructions, MPII, was developed for use in the practical portion of the certification program. Development of examiner's instructions and a performance examination, consisting of vertical down installation into concrete and vertical overhead adhesive injection using a blind setup with 1-inch tubing. Development of overhead and down test jigs. For the vertical down setup, a box clamp system can be used to hold 6x12 cylinders, or a concrete slab can also be used. Drawings of all setups will be provided to LSGs. For the pilot testing program, professional testing required a minimum of 30 participants. 2 pilot programs were held in early 2011 with a total of 35 participants taking the tests. Experience levels varied from less than 1 year to 20+ years. Participants included installers, engineers, and lab technicians that test adhesive anchors. After the overhead tube injected material had hardened, visual inspection and sectioning of the overhead tubes was performed. This is a critical step and important requirement in this program. A rubric guide has been developed for grading the tubes and will be available for LSGs. Interestingly, most participants had difficulty with the overhead application. Since all participants in the pilot program expressed the need for an education and practice session, it is ACI-CRSI's recommendation that the program be offered in a 2-day format with the review and hands-on practice session on day 1, followed by the written and practical exam on day 2. A program outline and parts list packet was distributed to all local sponsoring groups in June of 2011. This packet was assembled to provide LSGs with the information needed to move forward with this new certification program. If an LSG decides to offer the program, ACI staff will be available to visit the LSG to assist with the initial startup and provide an overview and orientation session.